Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Carmelite A. Welcome to Carmelite A Continued. Today is Wednesday, October 26, 2022. I guess I got a lot of people mad right now. A lot of negative energies going around. At first, I wasn't even planning on speaking today. But as soon as I contemplated in my mind if I was going to or not, some shit started happening. You know, gang stalking tactics that I noticed. It ain't the first time that's happened around me, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the fucking last. You feel me? But anyway, before I get to what I'm really going to speak on today, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about what happened this morning. Right now, me doing this, it's after 1:30 p.m. my time. So, just saying. But anyway, this morning at around it was sometime after 10 a.m., sometime between 10 and 10:30 a.m. or something like that this morning. All of a sudden, the electricity went out. See, it's not the first time this has happened. You know, I live in a small apartment complex, and sometimes gang stalkers in the complex I live in, they like to play their little so-called mind games. But, you know, the mind games ain't gonna put me in no state of mind that I don't need to be in. So, one of many times, what happened this morning before I, went live on this stream here that you're listening to, after I'm live, I already peaked game when that happened. You know what I'm saying? This is truly spiritual warfare going on. You know what I'm saying? It truly is spiritual warfare going on. And gang stalking exists because of spiritual warfare going on. It all boils down to that reason there. Whether a person thinks in a spiritual mindset or not, it is what it is. That's what I've learned. See, I wasn't always spiritually awakened. I wasn't always quote unquote woke, as some people may call that spiritual awakening time in one's life. But I realized I was a targeted individual back in May of 2018. I looked back at my life after I began learning about the targeted individual and gang stalking topics. I looked back at my life and I realized that I've been a targeted individual my whole fucking life so far. I just didn't realize it because I wasn't spiritually awake then. You feel me? Targeted individuals can relate. Chosen ones can relate. And good-hearted people can relate to that. This morning, the electricity went out, and I knew it was games playing, or games being played. Quote unquote, games being played. You know, just for inconvenience reasons. But you know what? I adapt to any environment. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I love, using the internet, and yes, it's entertaining for me and all that there. And shit, that's how people can watch YouTube or other social media things, you know? and other things as well. You feel me? But see, I don't mind having moments of silence and, the quiet moments. I'm a hermit at heart. You feel me? I'm just a little hermit. You know what I'm saying? So, I took that little time to meditate. You feel me? I meditate almost every day, not every day, but I do pray every day. Okay? I probably need to meditate more. But I do pray every day now. And I have been most of this year of 2022 as I became more deeper in my spiritual journey. You feel me? But so whatever games was being played for the electricity to be out for however many hours it was, I think it was about a little over 2 hours or so. And finally, the electricity was restored. You know what I'm saying? See, it's not only people that are just regular people like, myself, who doesn't work for a major company or anything like that. It's not only people like that gang stalk or choose to be a gang stalker for money. See, they're just stalkers on payroll. They're expendable. You feel me? See, some of these gang stalkers don't realize how expendable they truly are. Tables can turn for anyone, good or bad, negative or positive, light or dark. You feel me? There's that duality thing. You feel me? There's always duality in everything on this planet. It's all about energy. You feel me? They thought that, setting up a time to turn off the electricity was going to really put me in some panic mode or, some kind of panic state of mind or whatever the fuck they thought. Whatever. I'm just saying. But that shit didn't work. I just took that time to pray and meditate. It was my regular prayer time anyway. I usually try to do that in the morning time, every day. You know what I'm saying? I've been keeping up with that routine for quite a while now this year. You feel me? So when I was in meditation mode earlier today, before coming on the stream, I decided to come on here whenever the stunt, the quote unquote stunt, little game, whenever that was done being played and whenever the electricity was restored, I ended up deciding to be live on the stream today and still get the message that I need to get across. You know what I'm saying? See, negative people can try to do whatever negative manipulation tactics they can come up with. Black magic, dark magic, whatever you want to call that shit. Or they can do negative physical things that can be seen with the physical, regular eye, not spiritual eyes. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I adapt to any environment I'm in, any household I happen to be in, whatever area I happen to be in, And I've been on my spiritual journey for 4 years now, so can't nothing just get past me like that, because I'm all the way spiritually awake. You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing get past me. about now. You feel me? And for a while now, may I add. But anyway, I decided to come on here today so that I can do my best to connect some dots to a certain situation that has been going on for a while now. And the reason I am led to do that by the Most High God is because there has been a lot of confusion going on surrounding a specific non-toxic earth sign femme for many, many years before she even realized it, but with this specific situation that I'm led to shine light on, if I can get my words out, y'all. Just know I am always divinely guided to do whatever I'm doing. I don't do this shit for clout. I don't do this shit for fame or whatever. Yes, I would like to be heard, but I understand that, there's certain forces at play that don't want me heard. So, I just maneuver and just work around whatever energies I gotta work around. You feel me? Whatever energies come at me, whatever situations come at me, I just adapt and deal with that shit accordingly. And I have been doing that so far. That's why I'm still standing and I'm still fucking here. You know what I'm saying? Before I get to this channel message, I wanted to share something else personally about myself. Something that happened recently. And these silly rabbits, silly gang stalkers, they truly thought that was going to they thought that their plan, their dirty little plan, was gonna actually fucking work, but it didn't. Because the Most High God didn't want it to. And I was blessed by Him for my intuition. And there's nothing, no one, no energy, no person, no being that can interfere with my enhanced intuition. I go with my gut. I go with my intuition when I feel certain things, because I know that my intuition doesn't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? I have a close relationship with the Most High God, and as I became more deeper on my spiritual journey, I've came to realize a lot of things on a deeper level. You feel me? And I thank the Most High God for that, and I thank my ancestors for that. My spirit team, you know what I'm saying? Because without them, I would not be here right now. I've been close to death many, many times in my life. And I'm in my late 30s now. And I'm still here by the grace of God. And I would never take that for granted. So with that being said, there is nothing any negative person can do about that either. They can try all they want. Just like 2 days ago. 2 days before the date of the stream. On Monday, October 24th, 2022, 2 days before this stream that you're listening to right now, there was a plot that was formed, but it didn't work. My intuition is on point like a motherfucker. So, you know what I mean? I take heed to warnings And I take heed to what my intuition tells me. You feel me? Just like anyone else would do or should do or whatever if they choose to. You feel me? See, I was sadly mistaken by many people. Sadly fucking mistaken. See, gang stalkers thought that they could send, you know, some type of group to where I reside. And they thought that that was going to scare me. You know, I was told by someone before that incident happened that there was going to be some type of crew sent to the apartment I live in because there's some maintenance that needs to be done, and it does need to be done. It does, you know. So I knew that part wasn't a lie, but I felt in my gut and my spirit and my intuition told me that that was a lie. And at that particular time, that was not really, there was not a crew that was going to be sent to the apartment I reside to actually do maintenance work. It was all reality, a group that was sent to me to try to, you know, off with my head type shit, you know, try to end me, you know, in my life. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's what my intuition told me or let me know. You feel me? So when I was told approximately 20 to 30 minutes before this group came to my residence, you know, I was told that that maintenance crew was going to come to fix whatever. I'm like, all right, okay. Mm-hmm. Thanks for letting me know. All right, sure. Okay. But in all reality, the group that was sent to my residence was actually a specific male coven group. Whatever the fuck, but it was a male group. 6 of them that was sent to my residence to with the maintenance man too. You know, or whatever the fuck that he claimed to be, but it was a group of 6 men that came to my residence to try to, you know, fool me and letting them in so that they can do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. But that shit didn't work. You know what? That shit did not work because the Most High God did not want that to happen. And so my intuition that was given to me by the Most High let me know that all that shit was a plot. And that the real maintenance crew that was going to do maintenance in this apartment I'm living in was actually going to start on another day, not on Monday, October 24th, 2022. So I say to those gang stalkers that set that up, silly rabbit, tricks are for ends. Not tricks are for kids, like on that Trix cereal commercial back in the day, or many years ago. I remember that commercial as a kid. That keeps popping up in my head because I keep on making that an inside joke to myself about how silly these gang stalkers really are when they do these plots and plans and all this shit here. And some of them do these, you know, even rituals and, you know, ceremonies and shit. And they think that that is going to end me, but it won't. Take that up with God. If God wants my life to end, that is the only way that my life will end. Okay? So, this group of men, they knocked on the door for like a good 10 to 15 straight minutes, off and on. And they were getting so upset because I wouldn't let him in. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But their plot and plan didn't work because I stood my ground and I kept on sitting calmly in my bedroom, and I was ready for whatever was going to come through that door if they decided to just kick it down or even get police or SWAT to kick it down or whatever the fuck they do, you know what I'm saying? Because, they use extra force to come in residences, the SWAT team. You know that show SWAT with Shamar Moore? You know what they used to break down doors? Yeah, they was going to have to get that to break that door down because I'm going to open it. And I did not. But anyway, I just wanted to share that to say this. There's nothing any negative person can do to stop my destiny or stop anything that is supposed to be happening in my life. Only God can do that. So I'm going to keep on saying this. Keep that shit coming, gang stalkers. Keep that shit coming. Give me a moment, y'all. I got to step out for a moment. And I don't want to stop the stream and then do a part 2. So give me a few moments, y'all. I'll let y'all enjoy some meditation music while I go. Just give me a moment, y'all, okay? I apologize for this. I wasn't planning on taking this little moment right now, but I'll be right back, okay? My bad, y'all. I'm back. I apologize for that little moment of nothingness, but just had to take care of something right quick. My bad. Something unexpected, But anyway, I'm going to get on with it now before there's any other interruptions that may happen, because I do not want any more of them on this video. Okay? So let me get on with it now. Okay. This channel message that I am led to bring forth today, it's regarding something I have said already in an earlier channel message video of the past on my channel, but I'm led to say a little bit or express more details about certain things surrounding that situation that I'm led to speak on today within this channel message, okay? And with this channel message, disclaimer, trigger warning, okay? This will be a disturbing topic that this is referring to, regarding wrong things and wrongdoings done towards children, as far as the environment that the children are in. Okay? So with that being said, let me get on with it for real now. Okay? But anyway, there is a karmic toxic Capricorn that has been a gang stalker for a very long time. She was groomed to be that type of person, but also it's in her DNA to be that way. Maybe she's one of the ones that just can't help it, or may think of that or say that as an excuse, but whatever the fuck, whatever reason, this karmic toxic Capricorn is a gang stalker, and she was ordered by her handler to gang stalk a particular earth sign femme who is not toxic and not karmic as fuck. Okay? There's many reasons of why, but I'm just gonna get with this specific channel message. Okay? And I'm gonna share the extra details with this the way that I'm led to do so. Okay? But anyway, this karmic toxic Capricorn, she lives in Bakersfield, California, in the downtown area at that. And she lied to authorities, the law, authorities of the law. She lied to those type of people in Bakersfield, California, to try to have this non-toxic, non-karmic earth sign femme be a scapegoat for her bullshit that she's been affiliated with for a very long time, even before she met her. But, I feel very strongly that she will have a rude awakening very, very soon. I feel very strongly of that. Mark my words. Anyway, this karmic, toxic Capricorn, she lied to investigators in Bakersfield, California about this non-toxic earth sign femme being affiliated with the trafficking type of actions that she's really affiliated with, meaning the karmic toxic Capricorn is affiliated with. This karmic toxic Capricorn has been affiliated with a trafficking ring, and she just truly just really thought that the earth sign femme that is not toxic was going to be the scapegoat for her wrongdoings. Her and her coven truly thought that shit. But her whole coven that she is affiliated with, they will all get a rude awakening very soon. All of them. But there's always a ringleader in a group, isn't it? Good or bad. You feel me? But in this case, it's bad. You feel me? You hear me, y'all? But anyway, in February of this year, 2022, when this karmic, toxic Capricorn called this earth sign femme on Messenger on Facebook. You know, back when they were friends, long distance friends, but the earth sign femme didn't realize that all along that karmic toxic Capricorn always hated her for as long as she known her, and always had the plan of that earth sign femme being her scapegoat with the toxic things that she's affiliated with. Lied on paperwork, lied to law officials about this earth sign femme to the fucking extreme, and had this earth sign femme investigated without her even knowing that she was being investigated. See, in February of 2022, this year, which was the last conversation and the last time that this karmic Capricorn ever spoke to this earth sign femme that is not toxic, she told her on a phone conversation on Messenger in February this year that she was being put under investigation about trafficking children, minors. And this lie that this karmic Capricorn told this non-toxic earth sign femme, she told her that one of her daughters was having some difficulties with another peer that was also a female, and they had differences about some boy that they both liked, and there was some type of friction and toxicity around the both of them because of one being jealous of the other because of some boy that her daughter was dealing with, and the other female that she had differences with. You know, that is who lied on her, meaning lying on the karmic Capricorn, lying on her, saying that she was affiliated with trafficking and stuff. She said that was a lie told on her because of the differences that one of her daughters had with another female that liked the same boy she liked and was jealous of her, or whatever the fuck lying ass story that she told that non-toxic earth sign femme. But that was the last conversation that karmic Capricorn had with that non-toxic earth sign femme. And I'll just say that this earth sign femme eventually got signs and spiritual downloads from the Most High God, letting her know, her meaning the non-toxic earth sign femme, letting her know that she does not need to speak or be friends with that karmic toxic Capricorn. She doesn't need to be friends with that toxic Capricorn anymore. Female, by the way. The toxic Capricorn is a female, if I forgot to mention that before. But anyway. There's a backstory to how this karmic toxic Capricorn female met this non-toxic earth sign femme. There's a backstory to that. And I'm pretty sure that the people that are investigating her don't even know that, because they're only going by, meaning the people who are investigating the non-toxic earth sign femme, those investigators, they're only going by a one-sided lie ass storyline that was told. They didn't think to do their due diligence with researching things in detail. They just went along with what that toxic karmic Capricorn female said about that non-toxic earth sign femme. They just went along with it, and with that, happening. With that happening, that just put that non-toxic earth sign femme with more eyes being on her without knowing why. The earth sign femme who is not toxic already goes through gang stalking experiences because of the dark occult members of her family, the older members of that bloodline, of that family. It's already was shit going on with that, like that wasn't enough, This non-toxic earth sign femme has been slandered. Her character was defamed tremendously, extensively, and intensively because of the high rank of certain people and certain dark occult groups. That's all around the country of this good old United States of America. And also around the whole fucking world. But, I'm just speaking on where this is taking place, which is the US. Okay? See, this karmic, toxic Capricorn female met this non-toxic earth sign femme. They met in Texas, in a city in Texas, kind of a big city, kind of like Atlanta, kind of a big metroplex type area, you feel me? Kind of like Atlanta or New York or something like that, you feel me? Something equivalent to that type of city, or that type of area. But anyway, this karmic, toxic Capricorn female met this earth sign femme who is not toxic in a domestic violence shelter in Texas, because that earth sign femme had just got out of a very abusive relationship in another town in Texas, and she decided to move to a bigger city away from the toxicity of that town and that ex's family in that town where she resided before she moved to the other location in Texas, to that domestic violence shelter, women's shelter. See, this karmic, toxic Capricorn, she really was some kind of gang stalker agent from jump, from 2008, Could have been before then, but this is when this karmic, toxic Capricorn female met this non-toxic earth sign femme at a domestic violence shelter, acting like she's been abused, but it was a lie, meaning the karmic Capricorn female, she wasn't really fleeing an abusive situation or an abusive relationship or household. She was stationed there. She was ordered by her handler to be there because a particular non-toxic earth sign femme was going to be there in the summertime of 2008 from another town in Texas, approximately 100 miles away. Okay. And there was a lot of things orchestrated in this earth sign femme's life, starting from that point. But I'm only going to share the parts that I am led to. But anyway, they both met. The karmic Capricorn female and the non-toxic earth sign femme, they met in that domestic violence shelter. And eventually, this non-karmic, non-toxic earth sign femme, she ended up being this toxic Capricorn, ended up being this toxic Capricorn female's roommate. And so many years after that, after 2008, they eventually became friends, but it was only one-sided. But the non-toxic earth sign femme did not know that. It was one-sided during the whole friendship, or so she thought it was a friendship. But this non-toxic earth sign femme was friends with this karmic toxic Capricorn female. She was this toxic bitch's friend for more than 10 years, close to 13 years, and had no clue that this friend, this toxic Capricorn female, that portrayed herself as a friend but was fake all along. She didn't know that she wanted her dead. She was on assignment. This karmic Capricorn female was on assignment by her gang-stalking ass handler to end this non-toxic earth sign femme's life. All types of situations were orchestrated, but by the grace of God, this non-toxic earth sign femme is still alive to this day. By the grace of God. This karmic Capricorn female has put things in, or poisonous type of substances in food, drink, all those years that they were friends. But by the grace of God, none of that shit killed her. It did not kill the earth sign femme who is not toxic, because God had another plan for her life. And even though this toxic karmic Capricorn female was ordered to, befriend this earth sign femme who is not toxic, she was ordered to be her friend or act like her friend. And she acted like a great friend to her in her presence. But the times when she wasn't at her house, shit was a different story. And because of the earth sign non-toxic female who didn't know the true intent of this toxic karmic Capricorn female, she did not truly know the intent of that woman who is between the ages of 30 to 40. right now. She had no clue that this friend who she's been friends with for more than 10 years, more than 11 years, going on 13, before that friendship stopped altogether. She had no clue that this toxic karmic Capricorn was a coven member, a dark occult group member. Had no clue of that shit. Because every time this toxic Capricorn female was in the presence of this non-toxic earth sign femme, it was always fake positivity in her presence, meaning she acted like a good friend to her. She let her stay at her house when she had nowhere to stay. She thought that good deed was going to save her from karma that's coming to her, coming to that karmic toxic female. She thought that some of the good deeds that she did for this non-toxic earth sign femme who she really wanted dead and shit. She thought that those good deeds that were done by helping the earth sign femme with a place to stay many, many, many times, and the friendship that they had, that was really fake, but for many years that non-toxic earth sign femme had no clue that friendship was fake. Had no clue. And the joke was always on her. Back then. Back then it was. But now, tables have turned. Energy has shifted. And shit's going to be balanced out the way it's fucking supposed to. In the very, very near future. You can mark my words on that. Respectfully. I'm saying that respectfully. Okay? But y'all can mark my words on that. Never know. Might hear this type of story line on the news. You never know. Anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. And everything that happens because the Most High God is in control. Even throughout the fuck shit going on and the toxic shit going on, the Most High God is still in control. See, the Most High gives a lot of people chances and chances and chances and chances and, chance after chance after chance. We're not perfect. No one is perfect on this planet. Only God is perfect in my eyes. And there's going to be a lot of unfortunate situations that happen to this karmic, toxic Capricorn female, because soon karma will knock on her door, front and center. Because somehow, some way, dots will be connected. Things will be found out, the way the law would find it out, because they have to see it to believe it. Not everyone is spiritual or has a spiritual mindset on things. So, a lot of people have to see shit to believe it. A lot of illusions have to be broken for whatever illusion not to be seen that way anymore. And somehow, some way in the future, the truth will be revealed. And it will not only be from my channel messages. It won't only come from a channeled message type of way. That is for sure. And I can promise you that. See, this karmic toxic Capricorn female between the ages of 30 and 40, or 30 to 40, I'm sorry, you know, she had this inside joke kind of nickname for this non-toxic earth sign femme. And she used to always call her IDK, as a nickname. And at first, the non-toxic earth sign femme had no clue of why she would always call her IDK. This karmic toxic Capricorn female would always call her IDK, IDK. IDK is an acronym or slang term acronym for I don't know. IDK. I don't know. I don't know. And it was a fact before that the non-toxic earth sign femme truly did not know the true intentions of that karmic Capricorn female. That's fact. You know, this karmic Capricorn female always thought that her scapegoat, or who she planned to be her scapegoat, she just was so sure that that scapegoat ass plan was going to work, and thought that the non-toxic earth sign femme was going to be her scapegoat for her affiliation with trafficking minors. I'm here to tell you today that that shit is a lie. That earth sign femme who is not toxic had no idea about that. And this toxic Capricorn female, she really only has one biological child right now. But she portrayed herself like she had 3 children. But 2 of those children are not biologically hers. And, meaning they did not come from her womb. That's what I mean. Okay? And if one was to, test DNA, they could actually prove that. They could prove that fact. Since certain people have to see it to believe it, who are investigating this earth sign femme who is not toxic. Oh, and that karmic Capricorn female, she's also pregnant right now. Yep. And sad to say that all the toxic things that this Capricorn female has been doing during her pregnancy, that will affect that fetus, that baby. Sad to say. It's sad that some females who become pregnant, they actually purposely do toxic things to damage the development and growth of their fetus in their womb. It's sad that some females actually do that purposely, consciously, Shit's just purposefully done. You know what I'm saying? That's sad, man. That's fucking sad. This karmic toxic Capricorn female between the ages of 30 to 40, but closer to the age of 40. Or hell, she could be no older than 43. Because I feel very strongly that whatever age she told that earth sign femme who is not toxic, I'm pretty sure that was a lie told to her. back when they were friends. They are not friends now. They do not communicate now. So whatever lies were told and whatever fake group chats were done on social media, whatever the fuck, with text messages or social media messages or whatever the fuck, whoever orchestrated anything to make it look like that non-toxic earth sign femme was still this karmic Capricorn female's friend, whatever was done to make one think that, who's actually investigating her, those were fucking lies. Okay? This earth sign femme who is not toxic, she has not spoke or had any contact with this karmic toxic Capricorn female since February of this year. And they stopped being friends April of this year. At least on the side of the non-toxic earth sign femme, because I have to keep saying that this karmic Capricorn female was really just a fake friend, ordered to be this non-toxic earth sign femme's friend, just so that non-toxic femme could be her scapegoat for this operation she is affiliated with. Trafficking, drugs could be in it, I don't know, but for sure trafficking is with that investigation. But this earth sign femme who is not toxic had no dealings with that shit and had no clue about that shit going on the whole time she was friends with that bitch. Bitch meaning that karmic toxic Capricorn female. That's who I meant. That's who I was referring to when I said bitch. Okay? See, Bakersfield, California law enforcement was also gang stalking this earth sign femme who was not toxic. Back when she used to work at Mill Creek Christian Church in Bakersfield, California, when she was a custodian worker there. Back in the summer 2018 up until, the summer of 2017 up until September of 2018. That's when that non-toxic earth sign femme worked at Mill Creek Christian Church as a custodian. And, sometimes the earth sign femme who is not toxic, she would clean a certain part of that church, where the main people would go inside the church for service. Because it's a big, big double doors with big windows, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes Bakersfield Police Department would stalk this earth sign femme while working, because sometimes that earth sign non-toxic femme, she would have to walk outside and go to other parts of that church to do her cleaning duties, that was required of her custodial position there. And sometimes that earth sign femme would get proof of her gang stalking experiences, especially at that time when she worked at that church as a custodian. That's around the time that earth sign non-toxic femme started beginning to learn about gang stalking and stuff like that. But back then, she didn't know why she was being gang stalked. She had no clue. but now she does. You know, there's many, many spiritual people all around this planet who have spiritual awakenings, you know, aha moments, you know, moments of having epiphanies and aha moments and stuff like that, moments of clarity, you know. And eventually, this Earth sign femme realized the true reason of why she was being gang stalked many, many years of her life. Even before realizing that that was even a factor in her life of being gang stalked. Just like many other targeted individuals go through and realize it's some part of their lives. See, I can relate to that. You feel me? I can relate to that. You know? But this karmic Capricorn female met this Earth sign femme who's not toxic. They met in Texas at a domestic violence shelter in the summer 2008. And eventually in 2009, that's when that karmic toxic Capricorn female moved back to Bakersfield, California. But the Earth sign femme, who is not toxic, she still resided in Texas for many years before she moved to Bakersfield, California herself, which was either September or October of 2011. That's when that Earth sign femme, who is not toxic, that's when she first moved to Bakersfield, California. She was in her 20s back then. She got a job, you know, she got a little dishwashing job at a sushi restaurant in downtown Bakersfield area. You know, worked a little job, you know, and always had that mindset to try to work on, you know, being stable and being in her own place. But there were always obstacles going on. There were always, quote unquote, roadblocks that were sent to this non-toxic Earth sign femme's way because of negative manipulation going on behind the scenes of her life. And eventually, that Earth sign femme, who was not toxic, she ended up moving out of that karmic toxic female's house and stopped being her roommate back in May of 2012. And then that Earth sign femme, who was not toxic, she moved to Los Angeles, California area. She ended up getting a job at a Liberty Tax Service place in Santa Monica, California. You know, the tax season of the year 2012. You know, I don't know if they do this now, but back then, some Liberty Tax Service places, they would have people who dress up in that Statue of Liberty costume and, you know, fly the sign and fly the sign, so to speak. That means they were, you know, holding the sign, you know, advertising people going to that place to get their taxes done. But I don't know if they do that now in 2022. I'm not sure about that. But back then, that's what that Earth sign non-toxic female was doing for work before she moved back to Texas back in March of 2013. And then she began working at, well, she got a transfer and began working at a Liberty Tax Service place in Texas when she moved back to Texas area back then in March of 2013. And she worked the rest of the tax season. She worked that seasonal position of, you know, holding the sign in the Statue of Liberty costume to advertise for Liberty Tax Service in Texas. Dallas, Texas to be exact. In North Dallas area. Back in March of 2013. Then later on, fast forward, this non-toxic earth sign female, femme, she ended up moving back to Bakersfield, California. Back in 2014, the year 2014. May of 2014, to be exact. And so the earth sign femme ended up working at a fast food restaurant in Oildale, part of Bakersfield. That part of that area. And she worked at that fast food restaurant and many other restaurants and other jobs and warehouse jobs and security type jobs or whatever. She eventually worked many jobs after that, after 2014, and moved away from Bakersfield, California in October of 2019. But this earth sign femme who was not toxic had no idea that she was still under investigation because of all the lies that was told on her by this karmic toxic female who was a Capricorn between the ages of 30 to 43. Because she is for sure closer to 40 years old, but, I feel that she's no older than 43 years old. Her birthday's in December, by the way. The karmic toxic Capricorn. That's who I meant. That's who I was referring to. But anyway, all these years that this non-toxic earth sign femme was associating herself and being the friend of this karmic toxic Capricorn female, she had no clue that there was a lot of negative manipulation going on behind the scenes. And there was even an incident that happened in September of 2018. The earth sign female who is not toxic, she was walking to work one morning when she used to work at Mill Creek Christian Church in Bakersfield, California. She was walking to work one morning, just like a typical normal morning before work. And when she would be early to work and didn't want to go in to the job extra early, she would sometimes sit at Mill Creek Park. Some people call it the duck pond or something like that, because sometimes you would see ducks swimming in that water, you know what I'm saying, in Mill Creek Park. But anyway, there's this one particular morning, September of 2018, that was actually recorded on camera. But the earth sign femme was so mad and adrenaline was rushing so high that the earth sign femme who was not toxic, she was not able to get a close range on camera or a close shot on camera of a specific female who was talking shit to her and was pointing a gun to her. You know, that was one of those orchestrated gang stalking moments that was supposed to kill and end the life of this non-toxic earth sign femme. But it didn't happen by the grace of God. She was supposed to die that day and get shot, but by the grace of God, that did not happen. And that karmic earth sign femme, who is Capricorn, between the ages of 30 to 43, you know, who lives in downtown Bakersfield area now, and has been for many years, you know, this earth sign femme who's not toxic, she had no idea that that was orchestrated by her fake ass friend, who she thought was a friend back then. You know, the karmic toxic Capricorn female, who she thought was her friend and didn't think was really toxic at that time when she was associating herself with her back then. And there's more than one person that orchestrated that, but that karmic toxic Capricorn female had her hands deep in that cookie jar, so to speak. She had her hands deep with that malicious plan to end the life of that earth sign femme who was not toxic, because it was going to benefit her. You know, it was going to benefit a lot of people if she was actually killed that day or any other day, because that wasn't the only time that that earth sign femme went through a near-death experience. That wasn't the first time, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the fucking last, you know? And people who are being gang stalked currently, or has been ever in their life, you know, targeted individuals could relate to that. Could relate to those type of situations happening to them. Because of being at the wrong place, wrong time, or dealing with the wrong people, or wrong person, or wrong friend, unbeknownst to them. Just like the situation with this karmic toxic Capricorn female and this divine earth sign feminine, you know. See, Bakersfield, California has a lot of gang stalking going on, but so does many other places around this planet. And if the Most High God doesn't want certain people to be the scapegoat of a situation that has nothing to do with them, the Most High God will not allow that to happen. You know, things happen in God's will. Whether if it's fucked up things that happen or not. Sometimes bad things happen so people can learn their karmic lessons that they need to live out and learn, you know, this lifetime. And sometimes bad things that happen is because of the malicious intent of certain people who feel intimidated by the power of the light, or intimidated by gang stalkers, or intimidated by all targeted individuals, chosen ones, or good-hearted people's light or their presence. No one is perfect, and I never claim to be perfect myself. Hell no. Fuck no. I would never say that. But me as a targeted individual, and me as a chosen one and good-hearted person. I have learned a lot over the years, even before becoming spiritually awake like I am now. But what I've learned is what doesn't kill you makes you fucking stronger. And in this situation that I'm speaking of with this channel message today, what did not kill this non-toxic earth sign femme, it only made her fucking stronger. Only because of the grace of God. So, people that got a problem with that can just take that over God. Because, shit, I'm not in charge of shit. We are not in charge of shit. God is in control. So whatever happens is supposed to happen. And whatever doesn't happen is just not supposed to happen. It's not fate. So it doesn't matter what gang stalkers and narcissists and sociopathic people and psychopathic people, I didn't mean to say sociopathic twice. What I meant to say was, it doesn't matter what narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopathic, it doesn't matter what those type of people want to happen. If the Most High God does not want a targeted individual's life to end, or a chosen one's life to end, or a good-hearted person's life to end, it's just not going to happen. Some of us do have divine protection, some of us, and some of us don't. So, I guess some of these gang stalker people just really think that they're invincible and that they're not expendable and that they cannot be replaced when it comes to doing things like that and gang stalking people they're in charge of. They're really just out for themselves, just like other gang stalkers are out for themselves. I know you've heard of this little slogan before. It's not fun when the rabbit's got the gun. It's not fun when the rabbit's got the gun. That little metaphor, that little slogan, metaphor could have been the wrong word for that, but y'all know what I mean. That little saying could mean many things. It could relate to many situations, but it's definitely not fun when the rabbit's got the gun, quote unquote. It's not fun when the tables are turned to negative people who get their negative karma dished to them, the way the Most High God sees fit for that to play out in the universe, But this karmic, toxic Capricorn female has lied on this earth sign femme who is not toxic for many years, defamed her character, slandered her name, and had many, many, many other people help her. This karmic, toxic Capricorn female had a lot of people help her with trying to make sure that the so-called infamous plan of the scapegoat being scapegoated for their toxic and evil doings. They just really thought that shit was going to play out in their favor with their toxic ass. Fuck they covens, fuck they groups, and fuck what they stand for. You know why I say that? Because in all reality, evil does not fucking win. They might have good luck for many, many years. But it doesn't always end that way for the toxic individual. Sometimes that good luck runs out, and that so-called protection they thought they had, sometimes that eventually runs the fuck out. And I feel very strongly that very, very soon, all the lies that this karmic toxic Capricorn female between the ages of 30 to 43, I feel very strongly that her luck will run out very soon. And time's a ticking. Time's a ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. But shit, don't take that shit from me. That's just what I was led to share within this channel message that I was led to share. But, me sharing the details that I shared with this karmic toxic female and this non-toxic earth sign femme. Storylines like that happen all the fucking time. There's a lot of targeted individuals, chosen ones, good-hearted people that get their character defamed. Their names are slandered. All because of the good luck. The good luck of the ones in charge of whatever malicious group and whatever malicious intent they have within that group. They just think that's just gonna play all the way out. Like they're God. These toxic people, they think they can just be like God and just make shit happen and just, no, that's not how that shit works. Shit don't work like that. And this karmic, toxic Capricorn female will get a rude awakening very soon. Mark my fucking words. My heart just goes out to the children that are in that household. For one, one of the daughters that live in that household of the karmic toxic Capricorn female, one of them I feel is not a teenager anymore, but that female daughter of that toxic Capricorn female, I feel she's over 18 or 18, but I don't feel like she's younger than 18. She's a young adult, but my heart just goes out to her and the new baby boy that she has. And my heart goes out to the other child in that household who is a minor, between the ages of 12 to 14. And that daughter was born in the year 2009. I hate and really, really dislike getting channel messages and details, downloads about toxic situations involving children. And sometimes children have to reap the toxic rewards of their toxic fucking guardians that partake in toxic doings. And sometimes the children suffer because of the toxic things that their guardian has done or their parent has done. And sometimes the way karma works, sometimes the karma, the negative karma, sometimes that karmic debt is paid with, other unfortunate situations that happen to people that these toxic people actually care about. They don't think about that when they do these gang stalking and malicious and other malicious acts. They don't think about their children. They don't think about their other people they care about. They don't think about that. They only think about their fucking self because they're selfish and malicious and disposable and just sick-minded, man. I just pray that this karmic toxic female who is Capricorn, I just hope and pray that this malicious being, this malicious female is stopped. I pray that she's stopped and that the truth will be revealed and that certain law enforcement who are investigating her will finally get a wake-up call about what the fuck is really going on with her and stop being fed the lies that they've been told about this non-toxic earth sign film. The truth will prevail. Evil does not always win in the end. And I feel that this karmic toxic Capricorn female between the ages of 30 to 43 will finally realize that. And I feel very strongly that one day soon, that bitch will be locked the fuck up. Because she truly is a menace to society. She's psychopathic, sociopathic, and very toxic. And I feel very strongly that the people in the household with her are suffering because of it. All I can do is pray for the kids, man. That's all I can do. Just pray for the children, man. But whatever the Most High God wants to happen, it will. And no one can stop that. Even if they try.